Hi ladies, Jackie here. I wanted to make you a short video about how to become a master at instant messaging so that you can get more dates. So this is such a wonderful opportunity for you to get out of your comfort zone, for one, because everything you want is out of your comfort zone. Don't forget that. And the second thing, it's a great way for you to overcome that nervousness that happens when you first start dating, or even if you've been dating for a while, because we have to overcome that and start to feel more confident. So this is going to help you build confidence very quickly. And that's why I'm recommending that all of you that are online dating do this, okay? And so make sure that you have an hour set aside. You're going to be in front of your computer, or maybe it's just 30 minutes. So you're going to commit to doing this. Okay, and here's the strategy. And so it's like a 5-step strategy, but the purpose of doing this is, like I said, you have to get over your comfort zone, get out of your comfort zone, and you want to create the ability to engage with men more comfortably so that you can start to get into, flirting on the fly, I call it. So you have to practice this until you become mastered at it. And the only way you can reach mastery in anything is if you practice. You have to do it over and over and over again. So you need to take some risks, right? And you're going to throw some gutter balls. You know, when you're bowling and that ball goes in the gutter, you're going to make some mistakes, but you know what? You can fail your way to the top. Fail your way to the top. You have to fall down 6 times to get up 7. So just know that going into it, you might not do it well or correct or whatever the right time, but there's really no wrong way. The only way you can fail at this is by not doing it, okay? So here's what you do. The first one is I want you to instant message with men that are only online at that moment. So if you set aside 30 minutes a day to instant message, you're not going to contact anybody that's not online. So you're going to notice on your dating site who's online. You can tell by the instant message light is lit up and their name's there. Look at their profile really quickly, and if it's reasonably good and you feel like he looks like a nice guy, then you're going to start instant messaging him. So this is the rule. It's a hard and fast rule. Only do this with men that are online, because you want somebody to engage with you so you can practice this skill. And so that's the rule. Don't deviate from that. And so the second thing is you're going to send a message. You are going to initiate the conversation. And what you want to do is just your tone is light and fun. That's it. And so if you want to write down a couple things, you can, but really you can just peruse their profile and see what in their profile that resonates with you. And maybe they're a football fan. Maybe they like sports, and you do too. And so you could say something like, did you get our season tickets yet? ? So ask open-ended questions. Don't ask questions that are yes or no answers. Okay, so, or you can just say something as simple as, how's your day going so far? Or what's the best thing that happened to you today? So, ask him something about his profile, something about a picture in his profile. Look at his pictures and see if there's something in the background that you resonate or where it is, and ask him about it. But make sure that, you set it up so it's not a yes or no question. And then, so basically you're going to do this with like 1, 2, 3 men at a time so that you can just keep going back and forth. And so you're creating engagement, right? You're creating a connection, and connection equals commitment. And so the purpose isn't necessarily to get on a date. The purpose is to drop your hanky so that he's going to notice you, leave him with a good experience, and then leave. I want you to leave the conversation so that he's wanting more. So he wants to actually go to your profile, look you up, and send you an email. So you're going to inspire him by your cute comments, about your fun, flirty sense of humor, and then you're going to sign off so that he is like, wow, you're going to leave him wanting more. He's going to be more curious about you, and hopefully he'll go over and look at your profile and send you a note. And then you're kind of teed it up. And so you've created a little anticipation that men love. Men love that anticipation, and so do we. Women love it too. We love the idea of thinking that we might get home and look at our inbox and see a message from the guy that we were instant messaging. So this would be really fun for you. And so I'm just looking at my notes here. So here's what you want to do is only text men online, instant message men online. Only, if he asks you for your phone number in that instant message because you have great chemistry and clear that you're getting into a conversation and you want to take it offline, I highly recommend giving him your phone number. But here's the piece that I want you to hear is that I don't want you to, there is a risk involved. So make sure you have a burner phone number, meaning that you have a Google phone number or a Skype phone number. You can give, and that you can give to all the men that you're dating, because they can't do a reverse search on you and find out where you live or anything about you. So it's really easy to go to Google and get yourself a Google phone number that you can use for your dating, and then you can give your number. So if you start to receive a bunch of texts from a man that you're not interested in, guess what you're going to do? Block him. You don't have to sit there and do that. You don't have to give him an explanation. You don't have to respond. So you just go, oh, that's not me. Select, delete, block in your settings in your smartphone. So don't be afraid to give your phone number out, because it could result in a phone call that could result in a date, and that's what you're here to do. So this is really going to save you a lot of time, and it's fun. I actually think it's really fun, and it's a little nerve-wracking. You'll get a little nervous, and you get a little like, oh my gosh, he's responding to me. Okay, here's the thing: if he doesn't respond, don't take it personal. Who knows? He might have got up at that moment and went into the kitchen, and he didn't even see your instant message. You cannot take that personal. You just have to disconnect from that part, detach from it. So you're going to do, that's why I'm saying to start instant messaging with 1, 2, or 3 men, so that you can get these little conversations going and then leave them wanting more. So what you'll do is, hey, did you get our season tickets? And he's like, he might say chuckle. You could say, I'm a big Seahawks fan, and the games, the preseason's going on right now. And have you been watching any of the games? I'm just making this up because my husband loves sports, and I happen to know that the preseason games are on. So that's why I know that. Even though I'm not a really big sports fan, I love that Michael likes it. So I would have found that in his profile that he likes sports. And so you can Google current topics or community events right now that are going on in your community, so that you have something to share at the top of your tongue. You can make a little note of things that are going on, so that you're in the know, like a concert, like a festival, like a exhibit. So you could, and if there's something in his profile, music that resonates with you, you'll have that like a little conversation piece. So keep the text tone light. So you're just, instant messaging. I know I said text, but I mean instant messaging, back and forth at light. What's the best thing that happened to you today or this week? And then have something ready to tell him, but make sure you always ask a question back when you make that statement. And then after about 4 or 5 of those, if you feel like it's going really well, I highly recommend that you say, gotta run, it was great chatting. And then give a little wink. Okay, give a little wink, and then sign off. And then he's going to be like, wow, I really like talking to her. He's going to run over and look at your profile. So the first part of this strategy is that you're not going to get into a long conversation. It's really cute banter, back and forth, creating engagement that's going to lead to a connection. You just don't know when that connection is going to be. So you're creating some engagement and some intrigue for these men, so that they'll pursue you. And so then you sign off like, I got to run, I have an appointment, or I've got to run. Sweet dreams, wink, sign off, and that's it. And detach from that outcome. But don't be surprised if you hear from him, because he enjoyed that fun tone, your sense of humor, your style. And so it's really easy to get this going. You can generate a lot of interest for yourself, because the other men that are online are also see that you're online. And so there's a lot of reasons and a lot of positive things that will come out of learning to master this instant messaging strategy. And so the only thing I want to say is, don't compliment men. You could say one thing, oh, I really liked, you work out a lot, and I really can respect the amount of work you put into your physique. That's it. Don't compliment men too much. One little compliment is all that you want to give them, because that turns them off. They're supposed to be complimenting you. And if they do compliment you, make sure you come back with, thank you so much. That felt good. Wow, you just made my day. So I know I'm adding my voice tone, so they don't really hear that, but say it in a way that out loud, and then you can write it like I said, wow, you really made my day. And so, wow, I just thought of something to say. So now you can type in, wow, you really made my day. So make sure you say it out loud so you can hear how that's going to sound, because it's hard to communicate expression and emotion and feelings in instant messaging. So I hope this was helpful to you, and I want to give you a challenge. Okay, I want you to post in the group that you're going to participate in the instant message challenge, and I want you to post, how you did and what the result was, so that I can give you some extra coaching around this, because I think you're going to have a ball with it. I mean, you've got the whole weekend, and if you're not doing anything Friday night, do not be afraid to be online, at 8:30 or 9 when other men that aren't out are online as well. I mean, it's a perfect time, you don't have to pretend that you're on a date when you're not, because you're single and you want to meet somebody. And the hottest day for you to be online is Sunday night. Okay. Hottest day for you to be online is Sunday night. Okay. Well, I hope this was helpful. I'm thinking of all of you, sending you lots of love. Bye-bye.